Yo, what's up guys? My name is ViolinGamer. This is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD for the PlayStation 4. This is the any percent category on beginner mode. I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so right off the bat we have a 3-minute unskippable song. So that is amazing. I do want to remind people that there is a donation incentive for this run. At the end of the run, I will be showing off some cool glitches. It's a $10 donation, so we should be able to hit it pretty easily. So please make sure to donate towards that. Definitely donate towards that. There's some really hilarious glitches. Alright, so basically, if you guys haven't heard of Kingdom Hearts, I don't know who hasn't heard of Kingdom Hearts, but it's a very, very well-known ARPG game with real-time combat. Basically, you're swinging around, giant key, and doing stuff. But there's a lot of cool tech that goes behind it, and I will explain that as I go on. There's no point in explaining things right now. It's really early. But if you guys want to learn this game, there is some great tutorial material out there, and we do have a Discord. So if you go on speedrunning.com, any Kingdom Hearts page, there is a Discord in the forums. It's a really, really huge Discord for all the Kingdom Hearts owners out there, not just 1FM owners. Gaki, that's because I did just wake up. But yeah, definitely donate towards the glitch showcase. Oh, also, I'm playing on the Japanese version of this game because the text speed on the Japanese version saves 20 seconds over the global version. Even though the global version has an exclusive clip, that clip only saves 30 seconds. So the global version used to be 50 seconds slower, but the clip only saves 30 seconds, which means the JP version is still 20 seconds faster, even without the clip. That's how much text speed alone makes JP faster. And this game has a lot of unskippable text cutscenes that we have to mash through. Alright, so we're gonna begin now. So, very important thing about this game is knowing where to skip all the cutscenes. Because cutscenes in this game are really weird. They'll appear at really interesting points. So it's important to know what is a cutscene and what isn't a cutscene. Because there are a lot of things that look like they're cutscenes, but they're not cutscenes. And so you'll be wasting time pausing on accident. There are some cutscenes that you can't skip until a certain point, like that one. And it's really strange, but optimizing cutscene skips saves you a lot of time. So I'm going to walk forward right away, do a full combo. That's the first part of the tutorial. I'm going to walk to the right of the dress to set myself up right here. Hopefully get a 2 combo. It's very random how this fight goes, because the shadows tend to move on their own. It's a pretty easy fight. Also, it's very, very important to remember how you're positioned at the end of certain cutscenes. So I'm going to try to get a jump back here. Fortunately on the PS4 version, since this game runs in 60 FPS and load times are faster, the game gives you a smaller amount of time to make that jump backwards. Also, I tried to jump towards the door there, but couldn't do that. Alright, so this part is very important. You want to select the top answers for every single question here. That sets up the daytime route. Basically, it allows you to level up faster in early game, and you level up slowly in end game. But since we only hit level, I think it's 42, I think we only hit level 42 by the end of the game. We want to level up as fast as we can in beginning game. Good starting combo. That was alright, I suppose. Doing a jump towards the save point there. Alright, now I'm going to use all of my strength boosts and defense boosts. On beginner mode, beginner is actually the same mode as standard, believe it or not. And most people don't know that on beginner mode, it gives you 8 strength boosts and 8 defense boosts at the start of the game. Most people don't even use them until later on. Because if you don't use them, you essentially have standard strength, standard mode strength, and defense. So it's important to use those right away. That allows us to kill Darkside in 4 combos. Without the strength boost, it would take at least 10 combos. So, also I saved the 4 AP boosts that you get, because you also get 4 AP boosts. And we're going to be selling those later for gummy parts. So this is Destiny Islands. We're going to be collecting certain items for Kyrie. There's a cool little shortcut you can do here by grabbing the ledge, grabbing this ledge. That skips having to climb 2 ladders. We're going to jump to this tree right here to skip this ladder. This platforming is definitely a lot harder than it looks. It's very easy to mess up. But it is pretty fluid once you get it down. It's very consistent. This game gets bashed heavily on its bad platforming, but it's honestly not bad. It's really not that bad. It definitely requires a lot of skill, but there's no unfairness. So, also a lot of this game is based on movement. So, you want your movement to be as perfect as possible, but it's important to note that whenever you're in the air, you're a lot slower than when you're on the ground. So you want to stay grounded as much as possible. We really don't do any air movement until we get an ability called Glide that lets us glide through the air. So by locking onto these fish, we can collect them pretty easily, and we're going to head over to the cave here to get a mushroom. And the mushroom has a really weird hitbox, so we have to get the mushroom from behind, which is the fastest way of doing it. If you try to get it from the front, you'll sometimes rub up against it and you won't collect it. It's really weird. Next is the Seagull Egg, and I'll also be going for a trick called Task Coconut. And I'll explain that once I do it. Also, you saw me do a little swing there that gave me a little bit of height to make the platform. So yeah, there I went for Task Coconut. Basically, if you swing at the tree while you're coming down, you don't really lose time, but you have a chance of getting a yellow coconut drop. We need 2 yellow coconuts, and if you get that yellow coconut drop on the swing, you'll save a little bit of time. But unfortunately, I didn't get it, and it's very rare to get it. So this is the Riku race. Riku is not that good at racing, believe it or not. A lot of people struggle with this, but here's the easy way of doing it. You just go on the zip line. Most people, when they grab the zip line, they keep holding forward. And when you hold forward on the zip line, Sora actually lets go of the zip line. So you want to just press the jump button and don't press anything else on your controller. Don't even touch your analog sticks, and Sora will stay grabbed on to the zip line. And by winning the race, we got a pretty stone, which we can sell later for the gummy parts. It's very important to win this race. So now we're going to be collecting another mushroom here. And we're going to go to the coconut tree. Whoop. There's one. There's two. It's important that at the very start you don't do a full combo, because if you get a coconut drop and you do a full combo at the very beginning of that, the coconut will actually despawn because of the loads on PS4. But after you do your first two hits, you can do full combos how you like. But yeah, when the coconuts fall, it's completely random. You can actually, the tree can actually run out of coconuts. And it'll force you to go to another tree, but that rarely happens. So that was day 2, Destiny Islands. And now we're gonna get the Keyblade. We're gonna be able to fight Heartless with it. There's a lot of cutscenes here to skip. Alright. I'm just heading over to where Riku is to start the next cutscene. Make our way over to this door. And for some reason, when you enter this area, the camera becomes automatic, even though you have it set to manual. I don't know why. It just happens. So this is the second dark side fight. Pretty easy strat. And that's dark side. Ideally you want to reflect both orbs at him. Even if you don't reflect a single orb, it's not that much faster anyway. So you just want to attack him as much as you can. Very important to point out that I'm timing all of my combos rather than mashing them out. In this game, if you mash combos, it's very slow. Because there's no input buffering in this game, like in Kingdom Hearts 3. So timing your combos is much faster. And you're going to be seeing me do air combos a lot more than ground combos. It's because air combos are generally much faster in this game. What you have to do here is you just have to kill 5 shadows. And once you enter the accessory shop and exit, it'll trigger the Leon fight. Most people, they just walk around the whole area. But all you have to do is kill 5 shadows. That's it. That's Leon. This fight can actually give you two different patterns. So at the start, he jumped out at me, but he can also shoot a fireball at you, which is slower, so it's completely random what you get. Also, you can't skip this cutscene until Riku opens his eyes. So, there's that. You can skip this cutscene in the black. And Leon is behind me to the right. It's important to know your positioning well. And there is an elixir I can get in this room, but we don't need it. People who are just starting this game, they normally would pick it up to use in Hall of Bastion against a certain boss. There's a pretty advanced strat that higher skilled players use that doesn't require the elixir, and it's faster. The elixir strat is safer though, for sure. This is the soldiers fight. We wanna... That was incredible. What the... So here I don't want to do any finishers. Okay, and I wanted to stagger him right there. Amazing fight. Really, really good fight. That's exactly how you want it to be. Pretty solid fight. So it's important to parry him at the very start of the fight. For most people, it's going to be different from how I did the fight. Because believe it or not, when you have an SSD in your PS4, guard armor always starts far away from you. But when you're using a hard disk drive, guard armor always stays. He always starts close to you. So the fight is completely different with HDD. But if you have an SSD, you want to not stagger him at the very start and wait till he does his giant jump attack. Alright, so right there I equipped dodge roll. I took an ether from Goofy. And I put Brave Warrior over my ribbon in the accessory menu. Brave Warrior gives you extra strength, and that's very important right now for extra damage. I'm also going to be customizing my gummy ship here. Whoops. I'm going to be putting on a gun and a thruster. You only need one engine, and 2 engines doesn't speed up your ship at all. You just need 1 engine. The reason I removed all the other parts is because they add weight to your gummy ship. And that makes it slower. So you want to have as few parts as possible. And I added a gun, which doesn't add any weight. But the reason I added a gun is for safety. It's very easy to die in some areas. But for this gummy mission, you can just stay in the top right corner the entire time, and you'll make it to the next world without dying. So you can just take your hands off the controller, drink some water, whatever. But again, I need to remind you guys to please donate $10 towards the glitch exhibition. It's very, very worth it. You guys don't want to miss it. You guys really don't want to miss it. But yeah, the collision on that ceiling is very strange, very odd. Alright. So this is Wonderland. Right away we have a cutscene to skip. We start dodge rolling right away towards this door. Movement here in this world is very, very crucial to save time. You're always spawning in different angles. So knowing what those angles are is really important. There's a lot of text cutscenes as well. So right after this text cutscene, there's a group of, I believe, 6 Heartless that we want to kill using fire. We earned a magic spell from Donald called Fire at the end of Traverse Town. I do not want that accessory. Picking up accessories is generally bad, because you don't want them to fill your item slots. Loses you time. But that was a pretty good fight. You only need 1 piece of evidence to start this fight. And the first piece of evidence that touches the ground, that's the one with the Heartless, and that's the one we want to pick. And I have no idea which one it is. Let's go with this one. Alright, that's fine. So basically we don't have Goofy in the party. And this text cutscene lasts a little bit longer because of that animation, but it's not a big deal. It's like a 1 second difference at most. That was a pretty good fight. You want to attack the crank tower at a certain pace, at a certain speed, because between every hit, the little gears on the crank tower gain iframes. So if you hit them too quickly, some of your hits aren't going to do any damage. So then we're gonna be lighting these 2 lamps, or I guess they would be candles, right? Candle lamps. I don't know. Then we'll make our way to the final boss. Also, it's important to know where the Heartless spawn in this room, because you don't want to spawn them. Because if you have Heartless spawned, you can't do reaction commands like that. You can't open the latch until you defeat the Heartless. Alright, so this is Trickmaster. I want to start off by doing a full combo, then doing 2 more combos. You can hit him like this. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that was a pretty decent fight. Definitely could have gone worse. So yeah, after you knock him down, you want to do 5 hits on him, a full combo and 2 hits. It is possible to put in 2 full combos if you're really fast. And basically, when he stands back up, you can hit him twice underneath him. But we used to use the chair to gain some extra height, but if you jump high enough and time your inputs well enough, you can actually reach him from below him, which is pretty nice. So you can just stay at the top middle of the screen and hold the gun button. You'll make it to deep jungle without getting hit. As you can see, their aim is pretty bad. And Deep Jungle tends to be a world that people have a lot of trouble with because of how much random stuff can happen. I'll be explaining that later on. Oh, also, I completely forgot to explain, but at the very beginning of the game, I chose the staff weapon to get an extra MP. Basically, when you have more magic, more MP, your magic is stronger. The more MP you have, the stronger your magic is. And magic is super important in this game. Also, I gave up the shield because defense is not very important. And that basically sets up what abilities we get. And that combined with the morning route gives us some pretty decent abilities for the speedrun. So this is Sabor. And he's dead. You want to do 3 empty hits on him? And a full combo. Alright, so we have Tarzan in our party right now, but we don't really use him. Because on the PS4 version, since the load times are so fast, we use save warping a lot. Basically, you can warp out using a save point to the world map. You can warp back into a different save point that you've touched before. And it's a lot faster than just going there normally. And when you save warp, it removes the exclusive world party member from your party and just gives you Donald and Goofy. But we realize that Tarzan doesn't really help with anything, so we don't really need him. It takes more time to menu him back into our party than it does than it saves us time for having him in. So we're gonna save warp right now. Back to the first save point we touched. Make our way over here. There's a cutscene that plays when you drop down here. We're gonna be save warping one more time. In this world. There's plenty of save warps everywhere though in this run. They save a decent amount of time. Yeah, you can just quit out of this minigame, you don't have to play it. Which is pretty nice. Most people don't know that. Whoops. So this is the Power Wilds fight. There are... Nice. There are 5 of them. So that fight was pretty good because Donald was a beast. Now we're gonna save warp back to the first save point. And head over to the second Power Wilds fight. Get this group right here. And that was a really good fight as well. The third group of Power Wilds is at the treehouse here, where we fought Sabor earlier. This fight can be a bit random because of how they like to spread out. Wow. They gave me a bad... Well, they gave me a good spread, but Sora decided to be dumb and... Okay, don't jump out of the window, please. Alright. That was a decent fight. We're gonna use the ether we took from Goofy earlier. Make our way to the fourth Power Wild fight. We want to be positioned a certain way here. That was good. The fifth fight is this way. I want to kill this Power Wild right away. Back up here so everyone follows you. That was a good fight. That was pretty good. So now we have to enter the tent again and refill our MP for the second Sabor fight. We want to spam fire at the very start of the fight. And ideally use up our entire magic bar. That was a good fight. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. Alright, so we can't save warp this time because there's a doorway that's blocked off. So we want to make our way over here. Activate this mini game and quit out of it. And that spawns us in this room right here and lets us climb the vine up to the next area. There's a giant fruit we have to hit 15 times. It doesn't matter how much strength you have. You always have to hit it 15 times. This fruit's HP is based on a hit counter instead of actual health points. And after this we have the final boss of the world, which is Clayton. We're gonna go for something in the main Clayton fight called animation skip. Basically, Clayton rides on this giant lizard who is invisible. Once you hit the lizard a certain amount of times, he will become visible again. And you can skip that animation of him going visible by having good positioning. So I got animation skip there. What? Okay. I can't see very well. Alright. That was a decent fight. I have never seen the chameleon jump way up there. That was crazy. Anyway, that was a decent deep jungle. We have to do some scary platforming here though before we can officially finish it. And that was very good. So if you guys are enjoying the run, make sure to donate $10. If 10 people donate $1, I can show off some amazing and hilarious glitches. You guys don't want to miss it. Alright, so now we have to make our way back to Traverse Town. And we won't be able to warp to worlds until we get the warp drive, which is during the second visit to Traverse Town. So basically the warp drive lets you warp to worlds without having to go through the gummy missions again once you've already visited that world. But if you haven't visited the world before, you have to go through it the long way, the normal way. So basically, nothing here to explain. Just a chill set of gummy missions. That's about it. It's important to not dock back into Wonderland because you can lose a lot of time doing that. And then if you stay in the top left corner on the way to Traverse Town, you'll make it all the way to Traverse Town without dying. So it's a very good lazy strat. So, hope everyone's enjoying the run so far. Again, if anyone has questions in the chat, I'm more than happy to answer any questions about the run. Alrighty, so now we have Traverse Town. We want to dock in the accessory shop here. Saves a little bit of time. We're going to make our way over to the alleyway. We're going to go see Leon and get the book for Merlin. I hope these blue guys don't follow me. Okay, that's fine. Whoa. What? Apparently there was a red one alive, and the game didn't know that. And it let me activate the Trinity anyway, even though he was still spawned. That was very weird. I almost got hit by a fireball. Hey Four, how are you doing? Oh, and the best star. I didn't even say hi to you. Hello. Thank you for coming to the marathon. So, we're gonna head off to Merlin's place, where we get our first summon Summons are... there are only 2 summons we use in this run, but they're very useful. Extremely useful. They save minutes of time. These rocks are all moving very slowly, except that last one. So, giant text cutscene here. Basically gonna watch Merlin tidy up his furniture, because that's fun. Now we have to watch the fairy godmother materialize. But actually, we get the book from Sid, so we have to go back to the accessory shop here by save warping. And talk to Sid. And he gives us a book that we give to Merlin. And you can't get Simba until you give Merlin the book. Now we're selling a bunch of stuff. We're selling everything except the White Fang we got from Sabor 2. And the elixir that we got from Leon earlier on. Because we're gonna need those. But everything else we can sell for money, so we can buy gummy parts later. There we just got Simba. Whoa, these rocks are moving fast. We're gonna unlock this keyhole before any enemies show up. So that we can get back to the first district easily. We're gonna talk to Sid here. It's important to unlock that keyhole before you go anywhere, because if you exit that room and re-enter, Heartless will start spawning again. But Heartless won't spawn in an area with a cutscene in it. Right after the cutscene, if you're still there. It's just how the game works. Now we can go to the first district. We have to go talk to Sid again and get the warp gummy and buy a haste gummy, which lets us boost around, and buy a Fire G gummy, which is an upgraded engine. Lets us go faster. We want to warp to Wonderland because that puts us closer to the warp hole. And it saves, I think, about 5 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna add the new gummy parts to our ship right now. Here's the Fire G and the Haste G. Basically, if you press square, you can do a little boost. And your Fire G gives you more general speed, more base speed, which is very nice. Then we go through the warp hole. And we're on our way to Agrabah. Again, guys, make sure you donate $10. It's only $10. It's very, very easy. We can easily hit $10, guys, for the glitch exhibition. $10. And it all goes towards suicide prevention research. It's all for a good cause. So we're going to touch that save point so we can save warp to it later. We're going to make our way over to save Aladdin from some bandits. That's literally what these harlots are called. They're called bandits. What? Yeah, that was an alright fight, I suppose. Pretty inconsistent fight because of how randomly the bandits are always spread out. So now we're gonna save warp back to Aladdin's house. We're gonna do a quick little menu here. I'm equipping Scan, new Keyblade, White Fang, and putting EXP Necklace on Goofy, which lets the whole party keep gaining more EXP for everything. It's very important. Okay. Yo. Alright, so this next boss fight is Pot Centipede. It gives people a lot of trouble, both in the speedrun and casually. I want to start off by doing a full combo and just keep doing empty hits. And then he'll start moving towards this barrier, and we want to keep doing full combos on him. Dude, where are his barrels? This is very weird. That was a good fight. That was a weird fight, but it was a good fight. You want to make your way to the third room. Since all of them are connected during the fight, you'll end up where... after the cutscene, you'll end up where you last were, which is pretty nice. But then once the fight ends, the rooms aren't connected. So if you're in the middle room or the first room, you'll have to go through the load screens, which loses time. So this is Tiger Head. We want to kill both eyes on him as quickly as possible. That was a good fight. So the reason we drop down is because there's a pillar under this area that we need to destroy to unlock the passage. It's required to continue on in the story, to progress the story. There's some loading zones that you can activate by jumping through them, such as that one. Saved a little bit of time there. So this fight is very tricky. We're basically manipulating Jafar to use his magic bubble. Good. That was a good fight. That's called one cycle, Jafar. If you're too slow there, he'll start flying around all over the place. Then we have Genie Jafar. We have to do 8 blizzards at the very start, and then wail on Iago. That was a good fight. So, this is the carpet escape section. We want to die on purpose, and when you die during this section, it doesn't take you to the death screen, it just takes you to the next cutscene. So you can exit the Cave of Wonders early by dying, which is pretty nice. It's actually pretty tricky to hit these boulders. And these HP orbs I'm collecting, they're unavoidable. But yeah, that's it. Alright, so after this world, I'm going to make my way over to Monstro. And Monstro only has 2 fights in total. We also got a new summon. We got Genie as a summon, but we never use Genie. He's not very useful in beginner. He's only useful in level 1 pretty much, and crowd mode. Outside from that, he's not that useful. He doesn't do a lot of damage. Again, guys, I'm gonna remind you, make sure you donate $10 for the glitch exhibition. It's only $10. If you guys want to see some hilarious glitches, make sure to donate. Alright, so this is Monstro, the whale. We're about to have a whale of a time. So I'm mashing through all this text, but after that text box, the text will auto-advance, so you don't have to press anything. There's a cool movement skip we can do in this world that saves about 8 to 9 seconds. But it's very difficult to pull off, so hopefully I get to show it off. Whoop. That was weird. Nice. So that's chamber 3 skip. Lets us skip an entire room. Pretty difficult to pull off. Really? Yeah, that fight can be very random. Basically, you're supposed to stun lock Parasite Cage the entire time by doing air combos, but sometimes your party members can prevent him from staggering. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully the second fight is better. Alright, so there I equipped the new Keyblade we got from Agrabug. Gives us more MP. And I also equipped High Jump, Hurricane Blast, and Cheer on Sora. Hurricane Blast lets us do a critical hit on enemies sometimes. Donald, oh man. That's unfortunate. Stuff like this is completely out of your control. Still a good fight though. Cheer is an ability that increases the duration in which your summons can last. And it also makes them stronger. And High Jump. If you guys don't know what High Jump does, I'm gonna have some questions. It lets you jump high. High Jump lets you jump high. I know, it's very shocking. Alright, so we're gonna warp back to Monstro because we have no choice. It's the only way we can reach Halloween Town. But on this second visit to Monstro, we're gonna pick up a chest which has a summoning gem. And we're gonna take that summoning gem to Fairy Godmother after Neverland and get a new summon, which is Dumbo. The summoning gem is called Water Gleam. And basically Dumbo lets us do a cool platforming skip. Let's just do 3 platforming skips, which saves a whole bunch of time. It's very important to get that. And we're on our way to Halloween Town. It's the shortest gummy mission in any Kingdom Hearts game. Hey, Hot Coffee, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so there we got a strength boost. Whoops. Strength boost gives us extra strength. And we have the option of having Jack Skellington in our party, but we don't want him to be in our party. We're just gonna keep Donald and Goofy. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, weird. We do want that, I forgot to do menu. Hold on a sec. Okay. I was supposed to equip that during the second visit to Monstro. It's basically an accessory that gives us more MP. That was a really good fight. Whoa. That is strange. I'm gonna look into that more after I finish this run. I've never seen that before. Oops. Hopefully I get some white knights spawning. Okay. I got this yesterday during practice. So basically, you want these enemies called white knights to spawn, because it's faster to get rid of them rather than the white mushrooms. 5, 4, 4. But the white mushrooms let us save some MP, which is pretty nice. Alright. Night whites, I know. Oops. So there's a chance these enemies can spawn called black fungus. Okay. Basically, it's very slow to deal with white fungus, so we just want to exit the room, restart the whole thing, have the regular enemy spawn. I'm going to use an ether here. We want full MP for the upcoming fight against Lock, Shock, and Barrel. So we're going to spam Blizzard on them. We can do this set of cool skips called Community Climb to skip all of the elevators that would otherwise, be required. That was unfortunate. Alright, that's how you're supposed to do it. Are they dead? They're all dead. Nice. That was a really good fight. So now we're going to hit this switch, hopefully, and unequip Ray of Light to give us more strength against Oogie. Oogie Boogie. This fight can be annoying sometimes. But we'll see how well I can manage. You want to do Blizzard at the start to make these enemies come towards you. And you want to hit the switch on whatever platform Oogie is on. It's important to not have Donald and Goofy on that platform with you. Because Oogie works on a hit counter, and when he takes 10 hits, he pushes you off the platform. Oh, what the? That's weird. I got really good RNG though. I got so lucky. Oh, Donald is with me. Come here. Come here, dude. Stop. Alright, good fight. I got so lucky with that, too. Basically, if you don't reflect all the dice back at him, whatever number the die rolls determines what attack Oogie does. So, fortunately he rolled a 2, which summoned the gargoyles, but he can also summon some, he can summon a buzzsaw that wastes like 20 seconds, or a wheel that, has, blades on them. You don't want those. So we just have to kill all these blobs and we're on our way to the next world. Cool little grab you can do there. That was pretty fast. So the next world coming up is Neverland, and there is a 30% chance that it won't show up on your first try. And you'll go to Atlantica instead. And if it doesn't show up, it loses 46 seconds the first time. And on top of that, you can miss it multiple times in a row. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It's completely random though. And again, I'm going to remind you guys to please donate $10. It's only $10 for the glitch exhibition. You guys gotta do it. You guys don't want to miss it. I'm going to be showing off the Oathkeeper cutscene glitch. If you guys haven't seen that, it's hilarious. I'm going to be showing off the Stench glitch, which is a text box glitch. That has some pretty hilarious results. Don't want to miss those. So hopefully I get Neverland to show up on the first try. Awesome, we got a first try. So, although Neverland is a very short world, there are some very difficult things to do, specifically anti-Sora. It's a very, very hard fight. It's probably the most difficult fight for me to this day. And we do not want Peter Pan in our party, because he messes things up. Some very tricky platforming. Looks a lot easier than it is. It's very easy to mess up. Nice. Alright. Now we got him into the loop. Hopefully we can loop him. That was a pretty solid fight, honestly. Aside from the start. Oh, and I was going for something there called fast fade out. You can speed up how fast this fades out. Whatever, it should be fine. Oops. So for this next fight, I want to use Simba. And for the hook fight, I want Peter Pan to give me ethers. So hopefully that happens. We're gonna do a 3-tick charge and then 2 more full tick charge. We want to kill this pirate ship as fast as we can. Hopefully Peter Pan isn't a jerk, because unfortunately I didn't customize him properly. Peter Pan, please. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, so what happened there was I accidentally customized Peter Pan to rarely give me ethers. So he didn't give me a single ether at all. But the fight was not too bad. So that's fine. Whoops. Hey K-More, how are you doing? Thank you for the good luck. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Definitely could have been way better if I customized Peter Pan properly. but it happens. So now we're gonna pick up Haste 2G. Or, my bad, it's Flare G. I'm picking up Flare G. It's an upgraded engine for our gummy ship. Okay. Now we're going to equip it to our gummy ship to make it faster. Alright, I'm going to remind you guys at the end of every single world, but please consider donating $10 towards the Glitch exhibition. Please. It would be awesome. So yeah, in that last menu, I equipped a new Keyblade. Whoops. Whatever. I equipped a new Keyblade. And I equipped Guard and an ability called Ars Arcanum. It's basically a limit. Here it is. Yes. By using a single fire earlier, I set up my magic to where I'm gonna have enough MP to do 2 Ars Arcanums for this guard armor fight. We want to ring this bell 3 times to trigger the next scene. And that's the fight, guys. No, I'm kidding. Well, I got a bad RNG pattern, unfortunately. He's going to do a bad attack, yeah. This fight is pretty random with the RNG patterns you get. Dude, stop flying around. Okay, that's what you want. You want him to go into cannon phase. We want him to go into it much earlier than that. Got really bad RNG. Well, that's fine, it happens. Wasn't expecting fantastic RNG, so... Basically want him to attack you twice, but... Fortunately, he can just do his own thing, so... Alright, now we are headed to Hollow Bastion. Actually, no. We are headed to Merlin's house to get Dumbo. Then we are headed to Hollow Bastion. It's very important that I don't forget this. Now we can go to Hollow Bastion. Alright, so now our ship is really fast, but there's one more gummy part we're going to equip later to make it really fast, ultra fast. And I'm saving my boost here because whenever the screen is transitioning like that, you're actually not moving at all. So you would be wasting your boost. Again, guys, it's only $10 for the glitch exhibition. It's only $10. We should definitely hit that $10 mark. Whoops. So we're gonna soft shortcut gravity there. We have a shortcut menu, but if you hover over a magic and back out of it, next time you go over to your magic menu, next time you go to your magic menu, it'll be hovered over gravity again by default. Oh, we already passed the $10 mark. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Well, that's cool. Never mind. I've been telling you guys for no reason. So, there you go. But please donate towards all the other donation incentives for sure. We still have $65 more to go to hit the $100 total, which would be pretty awesome. So the reason we soft shorted gravity so we can use it on an enemy that's right here. So we only have a wooden stick which doesn't do any damage. So magic is the only thing that does good damage, and we want Beast to finish this guy off. Awesome. Thanks for pushing the synth item into me, Beast. Really appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to despawn these dark ball enemies so we can go on the elevator right away. Then there's that boss fight coming up. We have to fight Riku. That fight can be a little bit random, but hopefully I can control it very well. I do have an extra ether I can use here. Ideally, I'd like to save it though, but we'll see what happens. Yikes, he's moving around a lot. Alright, that was a pretty trash fight, but I didn't need the ether, thankfully. So from that fight we got White Trinity. We don't ever use it though. So now we have to do a puzzle. We have to light the candles, hit these barrels. We have to light some more candles. You want to be jumping while lighting those candles because it saves about 4 seconds if you do it optimally for all of the candles. Oops. That was not optimal. I'm not going for Liquid Glide. There's a trick you can do here that saves about 2 seconds. You can basically glide towards this puzzle piece during the animation of it appearing. But if you miss, you lose 30 seconds. So it's not worth it. I'd only go for it if I felt like my run was trash. And this run is pretty good. This run is pretty decent so far, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So we want to stop this guy, do 2 fires and a gravity. That'll set him up to die before we reach this chest over here, and it'll let us open it. Or we can just do that. Wow. Holy crap, that's not good. What is my plan here? I didn't think I'd be doing this so early. That is super unfortunate. Good thing I saved this ether, dude. Oh, wow. So yeah, that's super freaking unfortunate, dude. I just lost like 30 seconds. What happened there is I didn't I didn't jump high enough off of the elevator, and I hit an invisible barrier, and I wanted to glide back to the platform to retry the jump, but I completely missed. So I fell all the way down. It's very, very unfortunate. But I got to show up Dumbo Skip early, so there you go. There's that. Okay. I want to have a certain amount of MP here before... Okay, good. We're good. So we're gonna collect this blue trinity right here. It gives us 2 cottages and a mega elixir. The cottages will be used... Actually, they're tents, not cottages. The tents will be used in End of the World. The mega elixir will also be used in End of the World, because we don't need it. And we're doing Dumbo Skip again. That's cool. Wow. Okay. So I had to use Beast's Ether there. He has 1 more Ether, so it should be fun, but super unfortunate. If you're too slow there, you can get sniped. And I was too slow there. This is Maleficent. And that's the fight. Very easy fight. Next up is Dragon Maleficent. This fight, this strat we do is very difficult. This is the advanced strat. Requires very fast timing of your combos. Wow, dude. That's dumb. This game is completely trolling me right now. So what happened there is Maleficent was over damaged because Goofy must have done Tornado way too much. And she broke out of my stop because of an HP barrier that she reached. She's supposed to be stopped for longer than that. So that was completely out of my control right there. What I could have done to make the fight better was stop her, do the last stop at a better time when she was about to shoot or fire. But I stopped her when her head was way too high for me to hit her. But it is what it is. Hopefully this fight is better. Wow. Dude, what a terrible start. Okay. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Alright, good recovery. The start of the fight was bad though, but that's how you loop him. I did the loop pretty successfully. I just started the fight pretty poorly. Alright, so now we are Albert. That's the name we've given the Shadow as a community. We have to make our way over to Dolan and Gooby. Sorry, Dolan and Goffy. And Kyrie, useless character. They're totally not facing the wrong direction. Oof, no bonkless. You can skip that scene before Donald hits Albert. We call that bonkless. Oh hey, we got a $10 donation. I just noticed that. Awesome. Thank you to whoever donated. I appreciate you. We're gonna talk to Sid here to unlock the next scene. Go back to the underground cavern, whatever you call it. We're gonna talk to Kyrie. We're also gonna get another warp drive. We're gonna try to jump into this load zone to save a couple frames. Alright, good. I don't think it's called the sewer, actually. I think it's called the waterway. Something like that. Whoops. Maybe in Japanese it's called the sewer, but not in English. Not in the English version. I know that for a fact. So we're gonna warp back to We're gonna warp back to the accessory shop, go talk to Sid again. It's faster than going to him the normal way. And he gives us the warp drive and installs it. We're going to do one last gummy menu, and we're going to install the Haste 2G, which is a faster booster. Now you're going to see that the ship is going to go extremely super fast. Look how fast it is. It's ridiculous. And there's a point in this gummy ship where we can just quit out of it, and Hollow Bastion will reappear again, so you don't have to go through the whole gummy mission, which is very convenient for the speeder. So after this screen transitions, we can quit out. And Hollow Bastion is magically back. Well, there is a payoff. You get extra armor, which is pretty nice on higher difficulties. So we're going to switch Beast to our party because he's very important. Oops. What? Oh. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff that happened. Most important thing is I put on Oathkeeper, which is a lot stronger, has a better magic stat, which is very important. I soft shortcutted Dumbo so we can use him for Dumbo skip. I also took off Beast's Ferocious Lunge ability and put on Critical Plus. Lets him do more damage, and only lets him roar. His roaring ability is very important for this next fight. Oh, unfortunately I didn't get the fast despawn. If you're fast enough, you can despawn the wizard more quickly. Basically, you have to position Beast in the center of this platform. There's a chance that he will kill everything in one roar. The chance is very low because Beast is stupid. Yo, Swift, what up, dude? Thank you for the good love. If you guys don't know who Swift Shadow is, he's an amazing Kingdom Hearts speedrunner. You guys should definitely go follow him. Very underrated. Ooh, that is an ether drop. That is an ether drop. That'll be very helpful in End of the World. Oh, Swift, if you missed it, I lost so much time in HB1. Because on the way to the Haste 2 gummy, I fell down. Because, basically what happened is, I jumped from the little, elevator platform thing after stopping the Wyvern. And I hit an invisible ceiling. And I tried to make it back to the platform to retry the jump. And I didn't make it, so I just fell all the way down. So I had to do Dumbo 2 skip early to get the Haze 2 gummy. And then on the Dumbo 1 skip, the real Dumbo skip that you're supposed to do in HB1, I was too slow and I got sniped by a wizard. So I had to retry that. So that was great. And also I over-damaged Dragon Maleficent. And she broke out of my stop early. Thanks to Goofy, actually, because he did way too many tornadoes. And that fight was terrible, but I somehow survived. I don't know, dude. Yeah, just marathon luck. Exactly. Just marathon luck. Wow, I'm trash. Goofy, you want to do something for me? Okay. Oh. Oof. Dude, I'm so lucky Beast used a potion there. I would have died. That fight wasn't too bad. Oh, come on. Alright, so this cutscene right here that's coming up is unskippable, and I'm gonna go use the restroom during the unskippable cutscene. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. You gotta be fast. So from Behemoth we got an accessory called Omega Arts, which increases our strength and MP. I'm gonna be equipping that right now. Then we're off to End of the World. This coming mission is actually very dangerous. It's very easy to die on beginner. So at a certain point we want to move to the left of the screen to manipulate some white ships to move to the left as well. And that moves them out of the way. So that you can enter this passage right here. Alright. So we're going to use some gravity strats here on the Invisibles fight to prevent them from using their desperation move. Hopefully it works out. He's gonna DM. Never mind. That was extremely lucky. I don't know what else to say. Now we're going to be fighting some angel stars. And you want to kill them as fast as they can because they can spawn more angel stars if you're too slow. That's their main ability, is to summon a friend. And I am way too slow probably. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the fight can be pretty tough because they can just fly all over the place. We're going to use a tent here and refill our party's whole MP and HP and whatnot. That sets us up for the second behemoth fight. We want to spam gravity a lot. Oops, you just want to use one gravity there. Used one too many, but that's fine. Then you want to stand on his leg here, and you're invulnerable to this attack when you do that. That was a good fight. So we'll be equipping Ray of Light over Raven's Claw right here to get an extra MP, and that's very important because we're going to be using Simba here. The strat only works when you have 9 MP. I need to summon him. I think I'm still fine. Basically, I want to do a 2-tick charge to stun everyone at the very start. And I want to do 3 full tick charges. 3 full chargers. Oof, that was close. That kills everyone on the screen. And we're done. Basically, these portals force you to visit the worlds that you've never entered before, that you've never sealed the keyhole to. This is Atlantica. That's a perfect fight. Now we're going to refill all of our MP and HP. We're going to get this Mega Elixir. Then we're going to this final part with Invisibles. That was incredible. Good job, Donald. Alright. So this is a cool boss fight. It's Chernobog from Fantasia. We want to do 3 hit combos on him. It's a lot faster. This pattern also sucks. He can give you like 3 different patterns at the start. I'm trying to set up for a thing called Fire Pillar Skip, where he can do he can summon another Fire Pillar, waste a lot of time, and I got Fire Pillar Skip, which is good. That was a good fight. Oops. Okay. Whoops. So now we're headed to the room before the final rest. This fight is one of the hardest in the game. There's a lot going on here. First we have a third behemoth fight. We just spam gravity on him. This is the easiest behemoth fight. And we want to use a Mega Elixir right away to refill our party's MP and HP. That sets us up for the rest of this fight. It also allows Goofy to give me MP when I run out, which is very important, because I'm going to need it. Oof. That happens when you're too far away from the Dark Balls. I wasn't positioned properly. So next you want to call your party members over and do really big jumps while using gravity. Then I want to summon Simbo right away. When the next group of enemies spawn. And I want to do full charges every single time. And that'll get rid of all of the other waves. That should be done now. Yep. That was a good fight. The hardest part is the invisibles part. Well, that was pretty good. I'm gonna get this Mega Elixir chest here, and I'm gonna do a quick menu, refill my MP and HP. Oops. Alright, so basically I put an air combo plus. Gave Goofy MP rage, which gives him MP when he gets hit. It's a very good ability. Oops. And then I put on Raven's Claw again because I need more strength now to deal with Ansem. You want to trap him in this corner right here the entire fight. So basically, he did a submit attack, which puts an orb on on whoever gets hit. When that happens, he starts doing those orb attacks. I'm gonna put Tornado back on Goofy and use another tent. I want to use that ether that I have. And now we have Ansem too. This fight is really hard. Hopefully I can show it off well. Whoop. I got the best pattern at the start, which is nice. Alright, what are you gonna do next, dude? I want him to dash at me. Or you can do that, that's fine. Ooh, okay. So, basically what you're supposed to do there is you're supposed to stagger him 3 times, then use R's on him to stagger him again, which skips his desperation move. Fortunately, he didn't stagger. Wow, he's not staggering at all. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, double DM. That's unfortunate. Really hope I can get under estimate now. Because I made too many mistakes. Gotten very unlucky this run. Alright. Okay, good. I got laser skip. Basically, there's an HP barrier where he can summon more lasers. Not these ones, but he can summon more before these. So now we have the Shadows core. There are 3 cores in total. There's a core with shadows, a core with invisibles, and a core with dark balls. Oops. So that was the first core. We want to use an elixir here to refill our MP. We're going to use that on the artillery. Very important. X, I'm getting bodied. Alright. That was good. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Now I want to use ours because they're close to me. Just got a mega. I got 2 mega ether drops, which is really good. That was not a bad fight. I'm gonna use these mega ethers right away and heal Goofy. Okay, good. I was afraid the heal wouldn't go off. The cure. So there's a lot going on there. Basically, what I was trying to do was dodge all of the lasers, but I kind of didn't do a good job. So this is the Invisibles core. We're gonna do the same strat. We're gonna use gravity. And that was a good fight. That was an incredible fight, actually. Oh. That was incredible. Probably the fastest Visibles core fight I've had. Alright, so we're definitely going to get underestimate for sure. Should be a 217 or 218. We're going to use a Mega Elixir to refill the party's MP and HP. And we can wail on Ansem. Use Arrow right away for protection. That's really good damage, wow. Alright, and that's time. 2:16:56. Not bad. That was a pretty good fight. Thank you guys so much for watching this run. So, now I'm going to switch over to the English version. Give me a moment. Can you not download Spyro? Can you not download that? Please do not download that. Do not download that. Do not download the Spyro update, please. Hold on, guys. Come on, delete it, so I can access the game. Alright. Hold up, guys. Dude, what is happening? Give me one moment. I did not see this coming. Why is it changed? Why is this changed? Alright. That was weird. Freaking Sony. Alright. We're good now. So, glitch exhibition time. First glitch I'm going to show off is called the stench glitch. It's basically a text box glitch that whenever you open Jiminy's journal and you exit Jiminy's journal, there are certain sections in the game where the text is changed. It's very awesome. This unfortunately does not work on the JP version. Only works on English. Alright, so here's the save. So we're gonna go over and we're gonna open up our journal and back out of it. We're gonna talk to Alice. It says, found Dalmatians puppy number 1, obtained E. Obtained E. The text is auto-advancing, by the way, guys. I'm not pressing anything. Obtained E. Gift from Pongo and Perdita. Attain the power of ice. Obtain the complete gummy collection. Ooh. I wish this obtained 0 money. Yep, that's me in real life. Obtain 0 money. Thanks game. Cannot carry any more Cure G. Obtain Cure G. Obtain the power of fire. So all this stuff doesn't actually happen. I wish it did. Obtain the power of the stars. Obtain the power of time. Imagine if we got everything. Learned a magic spell, summon. Thinking emoji. Obtain the power of ice. Obtain the power of thunder. Obtain the power of healing. If we can actually get all this stuff, it would be amazing. This part is hilarious though. Very merry on birthday, and Sora says, I'm tingling all over. And the game just soft locks. You can't skip, you can't mash through all this text. You're stuck. But you can soft reset, so it's okay. So, I'll show you why it's called the stench glitch. So, depending on what piece of evidence you collect, it changes the text you get from the glitch, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna go collect the stench. Here's the stench. Now we're gonna go do the same glitch. You have to talk to Alice first, otherwise it doesn't work. Obtain stench. Obtain stench. Obtain stench. Yeah, but everything else is the same. I do think this is different, actually. Right here. Or no, it might be the same. Obtain 0 money. Cure G. Cannot carry Cure G. Obtain Cure G. Yeah, it's the same. Alright, so there's another instance of the stench glitch in Agrabah. If we go over... Oh, can you not, Actually, let me go to another save. Storage. There we go. So, if we open up the journal here, first of all, we need Donald in the party. Oh, I want to switch my party. Alright. Alright, if we open the journal here, we close it. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm loading the wrong save. Need to load the final rest save. Alright. Then I need to warp to Agrabah. Because I haven't unlocked Green Trinity yet on that save. So, alright. We go over to here. We open up our journal. And then we take out all the enemies here. We're gonna have to defeat everything. Oh, okay. Alright, so we've opened up the journal, right? We close it, we do this Trinity. Then we're gonna go back to the entrance. Oops, English controls. And attain the power of fire. Cool. You can also do the glitch here in the storage with the Green Trinity. So open up my journal, close it, do the Green Trinity. And now it says, attain the power of thunder. Cool. So now, there's one last place where I want to show off the stench glitch. It's in Halloween Town. So... if you open up the journal here and you close it and proceed as normal. Oops. Oh my god, English controls. If you defeat all of these enemies, it'll change some text in the cutscene.
Zero.
World exit.
Sally anywhere.
Is something wrong, Jack?
Lab entryway.
No.
Not
everything's
used.
Going great.
Not used.
We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is
Guillotine
your
gate.
Memory?
World exit.
You mean this? Jack, I have a bad feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I
Research lab.
Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me.
Ooh, Moonlight
You're
Hill.
going to
That's a
love
new
it.
one. And then you can also talk to Sally here. Be surprised. Remember where the ghosts came out. Now check the tombstones in order in which the ghosts came out. So that's what the mayor says to you before the ghost minigame, which is pretty funny. Dude, look at Sora sliding, dude. Do you guys see that? So Sora was just sliding on his feet. It's another cool little cutscene glitch. Alright, and now for the main cutscene glitch. You guys ready? This one is amazing. Whoops. Alright, so